Welcome back to the garage. Today I'm another little short video here. I'm going to be finishing off a monkey tool I started a couple days ago. Now, a monkey tool, for those of you that don't know, is a term for the type of tool that we use to make rivets for stuff like tongs or pretty much anything you want to rivet together if you want to hot rivet something. So my monkey tool is going to be a two-size tool, and here, I'll show you here. Now, over my years as an ironworker, I've picked up a few small sledges, small hand sledges in the 4-pound range, 4 to 6 pounders. And this is what I use to build my monkey tool with. Now, a hammer could be considered an expensive tool to wreck for something like that, but like I said, I got a bunch of them and technically it's free for me. So I didn't have to spend any money on it. I mean, this one's old. The one I used is even older. So a monkey tool to make rivets, essentially, you take whatever size rivet you want to make and you drill a hole in the chunk of steel you got. Now it's going to be anywhere from 2 to 3 inches deep, however long you want your rivet to be. You can make it longer and then cut your rivet short after. Now if you're using just mild steel, just start drilling. Take it 1 imperial size bigger than whatever you're going to be drilling. Now, because I used a hammer, there's a hole in the middle, so I made a double monkey tool. On the one I built, I put a 3/8 here and a 1/4 inch here. And I went down just shy of the handle hole. You don't want to go right through, you want that base in there to stop the rivet. Now, like I said, if you're using mild steel, just start drilling. Get it to the depth you want, and you're set. You got a monkey tool. Now, if you got spare hammers kicking around, you are going to have to anneal that bad boy. A hammer is hardened when it's made. That keeps it from deforming when you're doing your work with it. Now, a hardened face you are not going to be able to drill through. So to get around that, you have to anneal it. Now, without getting into too much detail about annealing and all the ins and outs and all the science behind it. Essentially, we're going to take this hammer up to cherry red non-magnetic heat, and then we're just going to stop it and let it cool down slow. Now, I found with this hammer I had to do it 3 times. So 3 days in a row, before I was done with my forge, I threw that hammer in there, got it a bright red, and then I just turned my forge off and I just let it sit in that forge for the whole evening until it was cool in the morning. Then the next day I started that whole process over again. So this is the 3rd day. I drilled the holes. They were drillable. I didn't break any bits today. I did on the 2nd day when I tried a little too soon. So today we're going to pull this out and we're going to harden it, just for the hell of it. I don't think you need to harden it because if you're working with hot rivets, you're not going to be deforming the metal. You're going to be squishing that rivet. But I thought I'd give this a hard. Now to harden, we're going to take that out, that non-magnetic low that it's at right now, and we're just going to plunge it into the water. Now, I'm sure if there's anyone out there with metallurgical experience, you might tell me there's better ways to do it. There's probably more technical ways to do it, but this is just a down and dirty. I'm just going to throw her in there and we're going to harden her up. So here we go. Now when you harden something like this, you want to keep it moving, keep it frothing around, because otherwise the bubbles and the boiling water will create a little bit of a vapor barrier, or I guess it wouldn't be a vapor, a little bit of a barrier around the steel and cause it to hold some of that heat. You want that to keep cooling down. And there we are. Now if you want to test how hard this is, grab ourselves a file. run it across there, and you can see it doesn't bite in, it doesn't cut. So that is hardened. So I'll take you through a quick rivet. What we got is we got some 3/8 bar in the forge. We're going to pull a piece out. We're going to take it to the cut-off tool. We're going to cut off a chunk. Well, we're almost going to cut off a chunk. We're going to take it right about down. We're going to get it almost all the way through. Now I'm going to put her back in for another heat. We're going to get her nice and cherry. If you're more skilled and faster, you can do this in one heat. Okay, so we're going to put the end in. We're going to snap it off. And then we're just going to hammer it. Now we put a dunker in the water. There she goes. Now when you dunk her in the water, it cools her off and it loosens it up. There you go. Not the nicest rivet. Obviously I need a little bit more practice, but there you have it, there's a rivet. Now what we'd take with that is, if it was a nice rivet, we'd cut her to the right length, and we'd heat that back up, put it through our tongs, and then we'd put the flat side we made down and pound another flat side on the other side. And there you have a rivet.